Hello, we are continuing Masechta Tamid, לעילוי נשמת to finish the whole Masechta for the 10th yard site, Mordechai, Yosef, Shimon, ירחמיאל, Mנחם. So, in the bottom of Lamed Aleph on Beis, the Gemara says, Sar Dvarim Shal Alexandres, Maikdon Aziknei Negeb. Alexander of Maikdon asked the elders of the south regarding the 10 matters. He said, in the Shemayim L'Aretz Rachig, is the distance greater from the heaven to earth, or Mizrach L'Maidav, or from east to west? Amr Loi, they told him Mizrach L'Maidav, from east to west is greater. Teidash Reicham Mizrach, know that it's from the following, it says that when the sun is in the east, near sunrise, Akol Mistaklin Ba, everyone could look at it. Chama Maidav, when the sun is in the west, near sunset, Hakol Mistaklin Ba, everyone could look at it as well. Chama Bem Sarakia, but when the sun's in the middle of the sky, In Akol Mistaklin Ba, no one could look at it. So the sun's much farther from the earth when it's in the east or the west, when it's in the middle. Mecham says they're both equal. It says they're as high as heavens above the earth. As far as east to west. And one of these are greater, both his overwhelming kindness and our distance transgressions, referring to, should be written as compared to one another. So they must be the same. But if the distance between heaven and earth is the same from east to west, when the sun is in the middle of the sky, my time, what is the reason? And then no one could look at it. Because at that point the sun stands in the open like and nothing obstructs it. He said to them, what was created first, the heaven and the earth? They said, the heaven was created first. The first says Shemaim. What was created first? There's no resolution, no one could answer. The Gemara challenges, they should have said, darkness created first. It says the earth was dark. And then after Hashem made light. Sabri, the answer is, they considered it dangerous to give this answer, lest Alexander come to ask, what's above and below, what is before and what's after, the limits of the universe. That would be a terrible affront to Hashem. If so, they should not have told Alexander the heavens was created first, either. The Gemara explains, first they thought that he was simply asking about the plain meaning of the psukim. But once they saw that he asked about these subjects, they thought, we should not tell him the real answer. That they didn't want to tell him the real answer because maybe he would ask these questions that they were scared to answer about. But it's chutzpah, so to say, about what's higher and what's l'mayla l'mata, and what's front, before and after. Who is called a wise master? They said to him, who is a chacham? Someone who sees the future. He told them, who is called a gibar? Is a gibar. Someone who conquers the Yitzhahara. Who's a wealthy person. Someone who's happy with what he has. What should a man do to live? He should kill himself. He should toil away at his job, even if he finds it unpleasant, and not go after physical pleasures. He said, what should a man do to die? The opposite, he should live in himself, do the opposite of what we said before. Go after worldly pleasures. He said to them, what should a man do to receive well by other people? He should maintain an aversion to royalty and in governance, not care about royalty and governance. That's how people suspect him and accuse him of informing on them. Alexander was not happy with this, and he said, my approach is better than yours. He should make himself familiar with royalty and governance. And do people favors. So Alexander said the opposite. Become places of government and everything, you can help people out. Alexander said, is it better to dwell in the sea or on dry land? dry land is better. Because all the seafarers' minds are not settled until they go to dry land. He told them, who's the smartest out of all you? We're all the same. For you see, whatever issue you've asked us, we all give the same answer. He told them, what is that you reject me and my empire? Why do you not intermarry with us? They said, that's nothing. The adversary enjoyed a temporary victory. Alexander said that you enjoyed a temporary victory. I could kill you with all the executive orders of my rule people. He said, certainly the power is in the hand of the king. But dishonesty is not attractive in a king. He promised earlier that we could speak without being scared of getting hurt. Immediately, he garbed them in robes of purple, and cast gold adornments on their necks to honor them because they were right. And he said, I wish to go to the African region. How should I go? You will not be able to go, they told him. The mountain of darkness block your way. It's unacceptable for me not to go. That's what I'm asking you. What can I do? Bring Libyan donkeys, which are known to travel in the dark. Bring also large spools of flax cord, and tie one end something on the side of on this side of the mountain. And when you come back, you will be able to take the cord in hand, and thus return to your point of departure. So he went, he did that. He reached certain city in the African region. It's comprised just of women. He wanted to do battle over them in order to win. If you do this, people will put you down and say all you did was kill women. And if we kill you, then people will say he was killed by women. So it won't. It's not good for him either way. Alexander accepted the argument, said, bring me bread. They brought him a loaf of bread and made him upon a golden table. Do people eat bread made out of gold? They told him, but if it is regular bread you want, do you not have bread in your place? That you picked yourself up and came here? When he was in the process of leaving, he inscribed upon the gate of the city these words. He said, I'm Alexander of Mukdain. I was in Bethel, before I came to the country of Africa belonging to women. And I learned reasoning from the woman. And as he was going, he sat by a certain spring and ate bread. He had in his hand salted fish that had to be washed before they were eaten. As he was rinsing them in the waters of the spring, a spirit of life entered them. Amar, learn this that this spring is flowing from Gan Eden. So, and learn from this. Therefore, this water is life-saving. And some say, Shakal me'anu maya. He took some of the water, and splashed it on his face. Some say, Idli chuli. He traced the stream all the way back until he came to Gan Eden. And he heard a voice, basically, Baba, open the gate for me. He said, open the gate for me. Amrulay. They told him, Zeh Sharla Hashem, this is the gate of Hashem. But you're not, and only tzaddikim could come. You're not a tzaddik. Amrullah. And he said, Ana nami, I too should be shown favor. Malkan, I'm a king. I am definitely important. Havlimidi. Give me a souvenir. Give me something. They gave him an orb. The orb of a human eye. He brought it back to civilization. And he weighed it against all the gold and silver. But the orb was not outweighed. He said to the Rabbanan, my high, what is this? They said, it's the orb of an eye of flesh of blood of man. The loy kasavi, that is never satisfied with any riches. He said, what proof is there that that's true? Take a little bit of dirt and cover the eyes. And can no longer see. It will be outweighed immediately. As grave and Gehenna are not sated. The eyes of man are not sated. So we mentioned the mountain of darkness. The Gemara now brings a brisa that refers to this region. It says, Brisa is brought in the academy of Eliyahu. The Gehenna is above the sky. Some say is beyond the mountains of darkness. Whoever learns Torah at night, Shechina is by him. Is the beginning of the night watches. Pour out your heart out like water in the presence of Hashem. There are 3 prakim v'shnayis in Tamid, and the last one, Seder Kashim, is as follows: increase peace in the world. All your sons will be disciples of Hashem, and abundant will be the peace of your sons. Don't read your sons, but your builders. So the abundant peace mentioned in the pasuk verse Tamid Chachamim, because they are the builders of the worlds.